Hey, what's up, you guys? Extreme Sonic here, and welcome back to another video. So, as you guys know, yesterday I did an update video for Absolver, giving you guys some new information regarding the school system. Now, I wanted to go back and rewatch the trailer and actually pick out all the new stuff that was mentioned in the stream and provide them to you via this video, so it'll be more shorter for you to be able to digest and stuff like that. So, there's some pretty cool, interesting things in this video, so I'm gonna go from I'm gonna start with the least interesting to the most interesting, in my opinion anyway. So, as you guys know, the game will launch with four styles of fighting styles. So we got the Windfall, the Forsaken, the Card, and the Stagger. And what's interesting is that we know now which of the styles is based on which of the fighting styles in real life. So, in case you didn't know, the Windfall is based on Kung Fu style fighting. Forsaken is more of a street boxing style, and Card is more of a professional boxing, like the more defensive type boxing, and Stagger obviously is Drunken Fist, which is actually really interesting. Now there's only going to be these four fighting styles, so there won't be a new one added in the future. As far as I'm concerned, from what they've said in the live stream, there could be some more fighting styles in the future, but mostly what's important is that they want you to be able to pick and choose different fighting moves and create your own unique fighting style. And speaking of fighting styles, it's been confirmed, I think, that there's going to be 180 different types of moves available at launch. Probably more coming in the future, I'm not sure. Don't quote me on this, and don't quote Absolver on this. I'm just mentioning this in just how I received it from the live stream. So there's a lot of moves to choose from, not a lot of combat. Technically you can only create two or three combat decks, but there's a lot of variety for you to create your own unique fighting style. Within those fighting styles, obviously, you can obviously use weapons, and we know that at launch there's going to be two types of weapons: the swords and the war gloves. Now, it has been confirmed that later on down the line we are going to be getting some new weapons, like let's say a staff or a war hammer, something like that. But for right now, there's going to be only two types of weapons, which is a sword and a war glove. Now I'm kind of a little bit disappointed in that, because I was kind of hoping there to be a little bit more variety, let's say like 4 types of weapons, maybe 6, but I guess they are a small indie development team, so creating those variety of stuff will take some time. So obviously, if we support the game early on, we are going to get some stuff in the future. Now, within those weapon categories, so let's say for example, for the sword category, there's going to be 68 different types of swords available in the sword category, and 68 different types of war gloves available in the war glove category. So there's a lot of variety to choose from, so you won't be seeing the same 2 people carrying the same 2 swords. I mean, you could, but that's just it. Now, speaking of different type of people, it has been confirmed that the instances where you're going to be playing as is not going to be filled with like dozens of people, stuff like that. At max, you'll only be able to run up to 2 or 3 people at a time, and if you have a party of up to a full party of 3, you won't be running into any more human beings in the world, in each of the instances, so zones really. So it's pretty interesting. They really want this to be like a really close one-to-one interaction type of thing, which is actually pretty interesting. Speaking of the all interaction and enemies and stuff like that, and initially in the beginning I was kind of expecting maybe to run into giant skeletons who will fight you in a different way, or giant necromancers. I don't know, I was thinking a little bit of weird mystical type of stuff, since we see them using kind of mystical tension shards and stuff like that. But they has been confirmed that they have confirmed that there won't be any types of monsters in the game or anything that look kind of weird or crazy. You'll basically be fighting against other human beings it's basically just fighting other human beings. So that's that. Now, what's interesting is that besides the whole interaction thing, it has been confirmed that there's going to be as well 12 zones, 12 different types of places that you're going to be able to explore as you complete the story mode, and obviously go to unlock your moves so that you can participate and play in the higher level of PvP, which is very interesting. I don't know if there's going to be new zones available in the future, but I feel like maybe there might be, I don't know, maybe in the form of DLC, but for right now there's 12 zones confirmed to be in the game at launch. Now what's interesting here is that they also kind of said that crossplay between the PC and PS4 will not be available. It will not be available at launch, but they are thinking it and they are considering it, and I'm really hoping that they do actually try and implement a crossplay feature, because that way it'll keep the game more alive. You'll have more people to play against, and I feel like crossplay is the way to go when it comes to online gaming. The more people that you have to play with each other, the more fun it'll be, and the more the game will, you know, survive and live on, you know, you know what I mean, like it's gonna be able to last a little bit longer. Also, there was something else that was actually very interesting for me. So they also mentioned that once the game releases, they will kind of look into supporting content creators like myself who've been making Absolver videos, which is actually really awesome. I wonder how they're gonna do it. They didn't really specify how they were going to do it, but you know, having them think of that is actually really awesome. They'll be able to do stuff with content creators and stuff like that, so that's really cool. They also mentioned spectator tournaments, but that will also come later on down the line, so you'll be able to kind of create tournaments and have spectator mode and stuff like that. I don't know if this is just spectator tournament modes for the devs, or if it's going to be available for us, the player. So we'll be able to, like, let's say for example, as you guys know, I create content on Absolver. You know, one instance, if I wanted to do a live stream, I could do a live stream, open up a tournament, and kind of invite you guys to come in, and we can obviously play and watch the tournament live with everyone and all that stuff. That'd be pretty awesome. That's actually really awesome. So I'm hoping that they might change their mind and actually make this available for everyone, so that'll even add more to the longevity of the game. I'm just saying, it'll be pretty awesome. I think that's pretty much it in terms of what we can take from the live stream, because I feel like most of the stuff we kind of already knew from the updates that I've been making on my channel, which you can find a playlist in my, you know, YouTube channel. Obviously we know that there's going to be customization and all that stuff, so I think that's really it. That's really all that was available in the game. I don't think there's anything else I'm missing right now. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Yeah, I think that's really. I'm looking through my notes and I'm not seeing anything new. You guys know that I already touched on the school system, but I'll just mention it again just in case you may have missed that previous video. So there's going to be a school system in the game. When you create a school system, you won't be able to actually name the school. So let's say for example, I create a school, you know, and I want to create a school for my subscribers or for anyone that wants to use my combat deck. The school will be named after my name, so it'll probably be titled Pyro's School or Pyro's Academy or Pyro's Dojo or something like that, but with my name on it. And when people come to participate or join my school, they never really specify just how many people can actually join your school. I would assume maybe 20 people, 12 people, I don't know. I know it's not going to be 100 people, but maybe around the 12th number, I'm guessing. When people join your school, they'll be able to use your combat deck while they travel and do their own business and all that stuff. And you know, they won't be able to actually receive the move, but they'll be able to use my move. So they'll still have to go out into the world, I think, and get hit by that move if they want it. So yeah, and also there's going to be rewards, special rewards, I guess, when you create a dojo and when you participate and join a dojo. I think that's how they explained it. I'm a little bit confused on that. They just said that being part of I keep calling it dojo, but it's actually a school. Being part of a school has some benefits to it. So you know, people are gonna join schools. Obviously, if you find someone that's fighting with a really dope ass moveset and you wanna know what makes their moveset powerful, you obviously can join their school. And if you're someone who has a really powerful deck and you want to share that powerful combat deck with other people, you'll be able to create a school. And yeah, but here's why I'm having a little bit of I'm a little bit confused on this. How do you actually let people know that you have a school? Do you fight people and then realize, oh shit, maybe if I, you know, click, let's say if you click triangle on them and you'll see that they have a school, would you be able to join? Or would there be a special icon besides your name that says that this guy is a teacher or something like that? I don't know how it's going to work, but I do know that you not everyone can create a school. You have to be at a specific level to be able to create a school. So if I obviously boot up Absolver now as an amateur, I won't be able to obviously create a school because there's nothing for me to teach. So I have to be, let's say for example, the level cap for this game is 100. I have to be, let's say, level 50 to be able to actually create a school, because now I have experience, I have a bunch of moveset, and I have a combat deck that is actually pretty good and I can share with other people. So that's that. Now obviously, as you guys can see in the video as well, we also saw some new tile sets. We saw some real school dojo plays where they've been starting off when they boot up the game, which actually looks pretty awesome. We saw some new PvP maps as well, which actually looks really cool and really awesome. Yeah, and also, I don't know if I can talk about this, but they did say that you can talk about your experience in the beta, but you can't really showcase or show any gameplays from it. So I'm gonna take that word for it and just say just a small couple of things from my experience in the beta. They did say that they've nerfed Shockwave. Now, for those people who played the beta, they know just how powerful Shockwave was in the game. So it's good to hear that they've kind of, you know, nerfed down Shockwave. Besides that, there were some moves. There were some moves in the game that were kind of, I felt were kind of like a little bit powerful. But according to them, from that statistic that they have up in their obviously computers, it shows that the moves that some people were complaining about weren't really as powerful as they initially thought. So it's just something that you just have to try and overcome as a player and stuff like that. So anyways, I'll give you guys my quick impression of my time with the beta. I had a really fun time. You know, initially jumping into the beta, because I already played this several times. I played it when I was at GDC, and you know, I had a small experience with, I used that small experience to go into this beta. But since I have it in my own home, it was I had a lot more time to just sit down and kind of digest it all in. And initially it was very confusing and frustrating. You know, I was doing stuff I wasn't supposed to do. I was creating combat decks that really screwed me over, and you have to experiment and create different types of combat decks to be able to find the one that suits you. So in PvP was a lot of fun, because every time I fought someone new, they had a completely different fighting style from what I've, you know, faced in my previous fight, and I had to learn and predict their movesets. It's really important to learn your timing, because I also learned that the game will have stun locks. So if you obviously perfect your combo, like, you know, you perfect your timing of your attacks, you can actually stun lock your opponent. So, you know, learning that, being precise with your combos is obviously going to be very interesting. They kind of touched on Evo for a bit, but obviously, like I said before, is that we as a community have to, you know, support the game. If we want Absolver to be an Evo, we just have to support the game, show that it has some qualities for it to be an Evo. I mean, we got Smash Melee for crying out loud, so we can have Absolver. I don't know. Now, lastly, this may obviously depend on who you are, be a good thing or a bad thing, but they did touch on the length of the story in this game. And they mentioned that one of the developers in the game was able to finish the story of the game in 7 hours. Now, you know, that sounds okay to me. Like, I wasn't expecting a 20 hours game, 20-hour story mode in Absolver or anything like that. 7 hours seems okay, and it also depends on who you are as a person. So you might be able to beat the story a lot faster. You might be able to take your time and maybe struggle a little bit with the story. It really depends on who you are as a combat fighter. So the main objective, the end game, they also mentioned the end game. Now, this is why it's important that you know why you're getting Absolver. The end game in this game is all about PvP, combat. You're fighting other people, you're constantly finding new gear, new items, new customization, new moves and stuff like that, and the end game is to get to the higher PvP thing. Just basically, it's just like playing, you know, Street Fighters, Taken, Guilty Gear, any of those type of games. You're literally just playing the game to improve and become more powerful. So yeah, I mean, I've already pre-ordered the game. I've actually pre-ordered Absolver and Sonic Mania, so I'm gonna be streaming Sonic Mania. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna actually jump into something completely different. Basically, I have Absolver pre-ordered, which actually I never discussed what you're gonna be getting with the Absolver pre-order. So let me actually do that now. So there's two options. There's the basic Absolver package, which you can just get for 30 euros or 29.99, and then there's the deluxe edition. Now, when you pre-order the game, you'll get a Labyrinth Prospect Mask and a Urine Priest Gear set, which actually looks pretty awesome. The mask is whatever to me, but the Urine Priest Gear looks actually pretty awesome. So yeah, so you can obviously pre-order this in PSN or in Steam. Now, when you pre-order the deluxe edition, if you pre-order the deluxe edition on the PlayStation side, you'll be able to get some. You'll be able to get a mask, an actual physical mask that you can wear on your face, some soundtrack, obviously the outfit, and some other cool stuff like the you know, some book or something like that. So I haven't really looked into it too much. I'm just going off the top of my head here. You can get that. You cannot get this on the Steam version. On the Steam version, if you buy the deluxe edition, you'll probably get everything except for the physical mask. You'll be able to get the 52-page digital art book, obviously the outfit and the official soundtrack and all that stuff. So yeah, that's everything that I was kind of talked about in the live stream. As you guys know, the trailer came out for showing you guys how to use your weapons and the tension shards, which the trailer did a pretty good job in it. We kind of already knew this, but I knew this and I experienced this while I was playing the beta, and I know a lot of you guys who are subscribed to me have also played the beta, so because I've actually run into some of you while I was playing it. So I'm really looking forward to the game. Once it comes out, I'm going to be live streaming it. Hopefully there'll be some type of spectator tournaments, so I can do tournaments with you guys. Obviously I would enjoy fighting you guys as well in PvP. Anyways, that's it for me. I'm a streamer by Sonic. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.